Apple's trademark trouble with China is settled, and Apple can now start selling iPads in the Chinese market. All it took was $60 million. Al Jazeera has the story.
Shenzhen ProView Technology has owned the name iPad since 2001, and Apple says that it bought the global rights in 2009. But the Chinese government says the rights were never transferred there.
The New York Times explains Apple set up a company for buying global rights to the iPad name, paying ProView Technology for the company's iPad trademark in several countries. But when the iPad was released and made a successful debut, ProView claimed the transaction did not include the Chinese trademark. But while all might be fair in love for technology and the war over who owns it, ZDNet reports ProView initially asked for $400 million after filing for bankruptcy. This raised questions over why the company settled for so little. A ProView attorney told Business Week it may have been a quick way to settle the company's debts. I don't think ProView is satisfied with the amount. ProView accepted the settlement amount because it's under great pressure from creditors. Maybe this is the only choice. And Mac Rumor says settlement talks earlier this year showed Apple initially offering only $16 million. But despite the $44 million bump, the BBC reports analysts say Apple made a smart move in settling to continue dominating the market. When Apple is on the receiving end of a litigation, especially in China, it is a sensible move for them to settle it and move on. That would help minimize the disruption to the Apple juggernaut. And a writer for the Wall Street Journal says the brand name bill is only a small seed in Apple's giant tree anyway. It's not clear how much profit Apple makes on its individual products, so any calculation in terms of lost sales would only be a wild guess. It's worth noting, however, that the $60 million Apple handed over in the ProView case represents roughly 0.5% of the Cupertino company's revenue in Greater China this fiscal year. So far, there's no word when Apple will start selling the iPad 3 in China. For Newsy, I'm Logan Tittle. Multiple sources, the real story.